Hello and welcome to How to Successfully Step into Sex and Love Coaching as a Profession. In today's masterclass, we are going to go over the 3 things that you need to know to go from side hustle in your coaching to full-time, confident sex, love, relationship, intimacy coach. So in this masterclass, I'm going to show you how you can make intimacy coaching a profitable and full-time career choice. By the end of our time together, you're going to learn 3 ways that you can do this and do it, like I mentioned before, confidently. So, first up, stay with me until the very end, because at the very end, I have some really special bonuses for you. Bryn and I worked together. Bryn, my operations manager and head coach, right-hand lady. We worked on some really amazing bonuses for you. One of them is the Successful Sex Coach, which is a mini course. And we have the Discover Your Why meditation and journal. So hang on tight. We're going to deliver those to you at the very end. So as we're kicking this off, this is a reminder to turn off all distractions. You've chosen to go through this masterclass for you, so give this gift to yourself. Turn off all of the notifications, turn off all of the distractions, go into a quiet space where you can take all of this in and really process it and see how it lands. So I'll give you a moment. Go ahead and pull down on your screen on your phone and hit that Do Not Disturb button. All right, let's get started. So to kick this masterclass off, I want to get you right into the feeling of like, I know, I want you to say this to yourself, I know I already have so much inside of me. I already know that I help people with some incredible things in their sex life or in their relationship space. So we're going to jump right into an exercise. And this exercise is, I want you to write down, grab a pen and a piece of paper, flow out 35 things that you can confidently teach right now. The timer's going. What are 35 things that you can confidently teach right now? And here's some examples. What do your friends already come to you for? What are some things that you've already said multiple times to friends, to family, people in your community? What are the things that you could talk about for days on end? Go ahead and write some of those things down. Maybe you have a knack for helping people have better orgasms. Maybe you happen to know the neurochemistry behind an orgasm. Maybe you're really great at explaining how to do anal sex painlessly and with a lot of pleasure. Maybe you feel really confident talking about masculine-feminine dynamics and how to create polarity between a couple. Now, if I said that you had to give a presentation right now, knowing what you know, what could you give a presentation on? Think about your life. Think about the things that you've experienced, the trials, the tribulations, the growth. Who can write a book on how to get peace after divorce? If that's you, write that down. Give you another few more moments to think about it. And if you need to pause me here to finish the exercise, definitely do that, because I want you to show you that you have a lot going for you right off the bat. This list, my loves, can be used for so many things. To build confidence, which is really important for Instagram or other social media content. This could be used as the basis behind a program or course creation, just to name a few. So if there's ever a moment where you think that you don't have what it takes, or you don't know enough, or you're at a loss for what to talk about, or what to say to your audience or your people who are in your community spaces, I want you to refer back to this list, okay? So, I am curious. Why are you here? I have 3 different options for you to choose from. Let's see which one resonates with you the most. Are you here because you have always wanted to become a sex coach, but you have no idea where to start? Is that you? Or are you someone who has a desire to become a coach, but you need some accountability and some direction. Could that be you? Or you are ready to feel confident as a coach and begin accepting paying clients. Why are you here? Which one of those resonates with you the most? Is it 1, 2, or 3? You've always wanted to become a coach, don't really know where to start. You desire to become a coach, but you really need that accountability and the direction. You're ready to feel confident as a coach and begin accepting paying clients now. Is there one of those that stands out the most to you? Or are you a little bit of all 3? Now I'm going to bring these back up a little bit later in the class. So just for now, pick out which one resonates with you the most. So a little tiny smidge about me. Many of you know my name is Alexa Nicole Martinez, and Jordan, my incredible partner in Play, Love, and Life, likes to say she's Alexa Martinez, soon to be Bowditch, because we are getting married this year. This is an image of us and our pups. We have a blue-nosed pit bull named Biggie James Smalls, and then we have his baby sister, who is a very small French bulldog, and her name is Little. And we run a company called Sex and Love Co. I have been a sex, love, and relationship coach for over 4.5 years. I absolutely love what I do. I am obsessed with my work, helping clients improve and expand upon their sex, love, and their relationships, and also to help people who are interested in coming into this work have more opportunity and to have more guidance into how to get into it, to feel confident, feel an integrity, and how to actually make money so that they can use this passion and this purpose work to fuel the rest of their dreams, and so that they can make enough money and use this as their career and to create their brand and their business and support themselves and their families. So I've served over 600 clients to date. I've hired 2 full-time employees, which is really exciting, and that's not counting Jordan. And we currently have 4 coaches on staff that work with us. And up to this point, we have made over $500,000 in revenue. And where we're at now with our brand and our business, we are looking to exponentially grow. Now that we've hit a certain number per year, we're looking at more and more and more. And that's really exciting, because when I see that number, yes, I feel a lot of pride and I feel a lot of gratitude. But for me, abundance really lands, and my definition of abundance, something that I didn't originally see until I started having more people want to work with us in our company, is that my true connection to this number and it growing means that I get to hire more people, and that the work that we do gets to then support someone else in their passion and their purpose and their dream. And so that feels really, really good to me. And this is a business that is all about sex, love, and relationships. So let me ask you, can you imagine if you got to be a full-time sex coach? Can you imagine that? What would it be like if you were a full-time sex, love, or relationship coach? I want you to close your eyes and consider that for a moment. What would your life look like? What would it feel like? And what if you only worked with dream clients that filled you up, excited you, and didn't drain you? What would your life look and feel like? I just want you to sit with that for a moment. And then I want to share this with you. Some hard truth. Denying the world of your gifts as a coach because you are afraid is doing a disservice to the people who could use your medicine right now. The world needs you to say yes to your purpose and to this work. The world needs it. You and I both know that. It's why it's a part of our business now, because we want to help so many more people be able to step into this and change lives. Now, a little bit about where we're going with the rest of our masterclass. Imposter syndrome is real for a reason, y'all. So we're going to talk about what is imposter syndrome and where is it warranted. We're going to talk about how great coaches are made, not born. It takes some work. We're also going to talk about The fact that if you do not know how to market yourself, nothing else is really going to matter, because if you don't know how to attract your ideal client to you, then how are you going to actually do the work that you are meant to do in the world? And how are you going to support yourself and your family doing this work? And then lastly, we're going to talk about how you, if you would like to, can work with me and the Sex and Love Co team. So the first thing is imposter syndrome. It's real for a reason. Sometimes you actually just don't know enough, and that's okay. Sometimes there's a huge gap in education, and so that leads to feeling either out of integrity or like maybe you don't know enough information in order to do the work that you are really interested in doing. So here's an example. Maybe you're lacking in basic sex education, so you find yourself in doubt of whether or not you're qualified for this or not. And there's so many things that factor into this, and what is the right amount of sex education for you based off of what you actually want to do in your business and the type of client that you want to work with. Sometimes it's our inner critic, though, that is trying to keep us from our highest selves. Sometimes you actually do know enough to serve the client that you really want to serve. And it's an inner critic that's saying, maybe what if this comes up? Or what if they ask me a question and I don't know the answer to? Or there's this inner self-doubt that comes up. And there's a difference between not knowing enough and knowing just as much as you need to and doubting yourself. So ask yourself, do I really need more education? Or is this just fear talking? I want you to be honest with yourself when you answer that question. The second thing, great coaches are made and not born, which means it's great because that means that you can actively participate in this. You can work towards becoming a great coach. So maybe she's born with it, or maybe it's cultivating self-awareness, doing inner work, and the ability to make mistakes and learn. Y'all, this job, you got to walk your talk. And so where you are at right now, there are people in your life that need your medicine with exactly where you are right now. And this is an invitation for all coaches or soon to be coaches. Understand that the work is never done. Healing isn't linear, and it will feel at times that you've gone a couple steps forward and 10 steps back to go a few more steps forward and maybe 1 or 2 steps back. It feels that way, but there's always this forward progression and momentum as long as you continue showing up to be the best coach that you can be, which means staying in integrity, and that means doing the work yourself. I'll just say that everybody sucks when they begin. I remember getting on the very first call with my very first coaching client, knowing what I charged, and the whole thing was going down and my heart was pounding out of my chest. I was sweating, my hands were sweating, my armpits were sweating. I was so uncomfortable, and I was like, I really hope that I deliver. I hope that I deliver. And I had a variation of that feeling the entire time I was working with that person for, I believe we were working together for about 3 months. And it took time. It took putting in the reps. Great coaching takes being willing to start. It takes for you to be willing to start and to get the reps in and to stay committed to your development. So there are 2 mistakes one can make along the road to truth: not going all the way and not starting. So I'm talking to those of you who have given it a try. You've sniffed around being a sex, love, relationship, intimacy, feminine embodiment, masculine embodiment, whatever, you name it, coach. Some of you have considered starting. You've dabbled here, dabbled there. Maybe you've started an Instagram profile. Maybe you're writing a little bit about this subject matter, but you haven't gone all the way in. And you know it. And then those that have been talking about it but not being about it for years on end. Or maybe it's something new and you're really excited and you want to hold yourself accountable. I want to do something with this. This matters to me. So mistake number 2 there is not starting at all. So great coaches are students of life. They are committed to their constant development, knowing that it will always translate to serving their clients better. You can be capable of serving clients where you are at now and be a constant work in progress at the same time, my loves. Both things can exist at once. I am a physical representation of that. I am constantly learning and growing, and thank goodness, because this human experience is so damn delicious because of it. So here was thing number 3 that we're here to talk about. If you don't know how to market yourself, then really nothing else matters. Let's say you fill that education gap, or you come to terms with that inner critic and you say, you know what? Sit on the bench because I don't have time for you today, and you're ready to show up. Let's say that you've practiced your coaching, you've put in the reps, and now you just don't know how to get your message to land or to be listened to by the people that really need to hear it. Let's talk about that for a second. If you don't know how to sell yourself, you are doing the world another disservice. Because if you don't know how to sell yourself, then how are you going to do the work that you were meant to do? Again, I said what I said. I'm not taking it back. Let's talk about marketing yourself just a tad. You are your greatest storefront. Walking, talking storefront. Also, so is your social media. I tell my students all the time, your social media is not for you anymore. It's for your clients, your community, your future clients. It's for them. Yes, you can share your personal stories, but really it is in service of that is the decoration. It is the display in your storefront. If you want to serve, you must learn how to sell. So here's some examples. This is where having a cohesive, clean, and clear brand comes into play. It also matters that you make offers. People can't say yes to something that doesn't exist. They also can't say yes to something that you are not delivering, that you're not giving them an option to say yes to. So you definitely want to have clean, cohesive space, whether that's in how you communicate what you do and who you serve, or it's your social media storefront, so to speak. You want to make sure that when people land on your pages, they know what you're about. And I want to make sure that when I'm communicating to people face to face, I can communicate it effectively and within a sentence or two. So, and again, it matters that you offer things to people and you give them an option to say, yes, I'd love to work with you. That's another one that requires putting in reps. So, which pillar has kept you from stepping into your dreams? Which one? Is it the imposter syndrome, aka education? Is it the experience with clients, the experience in the coaching? Or is it in marketing yourself, the business component to it all? Which one do you feel has been holding you back from moving forward in your business? Is it more than one? This is Carrie. She is a feminine embodiment and pleasure facilitator. And her thing was, she knew the work that she was meaning to do in the world. She was showing up talking about sensuality, feminine embodiment, sexual expression, but some of the business components weren't really translating. So this is something that she shared with me after our time during her Sex Coach Prep School's journey when it had ended. She shared this after the fact. She said, I have learned so much from Alexa. It was a wild journey through SCPS, which stands for Sex Coach Prep School. My business has gone from 0 to 100 real quick. All the business advice has fucking helped me up level like nothing else. The best investment ever with several R's. I like that a lot. So, would you like to deepen your sex education and develop your coaching skills while also being held accountable to go full-time as a sex, love, or relationship coach? Would you like that? Great, because you have two options. From where I see, you have two options. Option one is you DIY. You do it on your own. You do several of these free masterclasses. You find people to mimic online. You lay out a plan on yourself and you hold yourself accountable. And maybe you map out what your business is going to look like over the calendar and you get things organized and you piecemeal it together. That's an option. Option two is that you can follow a proven roadmap, and maybe you're not going to do every single thing that's on this roadmap that's being laid out in front of you, but you cherry pick the pieces that fit you the most, and you can use that as the basis for creating your brand and your business. So Which one would you like to choose? If money wasn't an option and all the resources were available, would you still choose to do it on your own? Or do you think that you would like to follow a proven roadmap? For those of you who would like to follow a proven roadmap, here's an invitation. You are cordially invited to join the next cohort of Sex Coach Prep School. So, this is an invitation for you to become the sex coach that everyone wants to work with in just 12 weeks. In Sex Coach Prep School, you will receive a strong sex education, learn the foundations of great coaching, develop your brand, and we're going to go into your ability to market yourself effectively. A little taste of what is involved in Sex Coach Prep School. We're going to go into your why, because I really believe that you having a deep connection to your why behind doing this work is the foundation that you will continue to grow and move forward and continue to be committed to going all the way through the process so that you do have a life as a sex, love, and relationship coach. You have to be really connected to your why. We're gonna go into anatomy, hormones, cycles, sexual health, wellness, orgasms. We're gonna cover lube, toys, tantra, kink, sexual communication, relationships by design, and even the spiritual and sacred aspects of sex, like sex magic. And that is just the first portion of our time together. We're going to go into coaching fundamentals, your vision of being a sex and love coach. What does it look like and feel like? Because I don't want you to create a thing that you feel trapped. You leave one job to create and pigeonhole yourself to create, to being in another job that doesn't necessarily fulfill you in a way that it could. So we're going to talk about what you want your life and your business to look like, your free time, your space, all of that, your self-care, all of that. We're going to go into trauma and somatics. I'm going to bring in some experts in the field here. We're going to go into some of your branding, mood board. What is the aesthetic of your essence? What does it look like? Who are you on your social media? I know that a lot of you have realized probably by now that things that are this royal violet purple color and this teal, those are my colors. I use a Playfair display font and I use a couple of other secondary types fonts, and I like color blocking. So all of these things are aspects of my branding that make my information and make what I deliver into the world very recognizable. I want you to be recognizable and I want you to stand out so that people are attracted to you. We're going to talk about social media and content. And in that particular module, we're going to go through an exercise that's going to give you the rest of your content for a year and beyond, maybe even beyond that. And then we're going to talk about enrollment, your coaching offers, your services, and how to make an offer to people and sell yourself. So I have a background in sales, and I absolutely love teaching people in this space how to sell themselves more in a way that feels good and yummy and delicious and authentic and not like a cheesy salesperson. So we are going to, throughout this process, get a lot of reps in. You're going to be coaching each other, the other people in your cohort, because there's a live component to this. I'm going to be coaching you. There's going to be embodiment practices. You're going to be in these simulations where you're delivering sex education information. We're learning together. We're going through the work together. And I am so excited to have this available again this year. And this is going to be the last time for 2021 that we're making Sex Coach Prep School available. It is a total value of over $3,200. What you will learn in your first bonus, which is the Successful Sex Coach, by the way, that on its own was $3,200. We're also throwing in a Successful Sex Coach bonus, which is going to help you get clear in your marketing message and attract your right clients, step into doing the activities that really light you up and don't drain you, how you can feel a sense of ease in your day-to-day, live in abundance doing something you love. This particular mini course is 5 modules, videos, and PDFs, downloadables, and a guided purpose meditation. And this is the bonus. So while Sex Coach Prep School has live modules and there's a lot of live learning, I want you to know that this business mini course is available to help you after the fact, because we really want to set you up for success. I have a message to share with you. As much as I hate to admit this, every Leo cell in my body wants to say, no, to this slide, but it is the truth. I'm not special. I mean, there are special qualities about me, but I'm not special, meaning I'm not different to you. I wasn't born with some secret coaching talent. I didn't get a degree in sex coaching. My degree is actually in forensics and biological sciences. And then I became an art dealer for 6 years. So life led me here. And I'm sure so many of you, life has led you to this point as well. But here's the thing, I created and documented a path that is proven to work if you are desiring to become a full-time coach in this field. Depending on what you want to do with your life and your career, this is an incredible first or intermediate step. It really is. There's no sense in getting all the degrees and spending all of the money if what's on the other side of that is not going to give you the life that you really want to live, even still. So this, I believe, is a way that if you resonate with me, you resonate with how I show up in myself, in my day-to-day, in my world, in my business, all of that, because I pretty much put it all on social media. If you resonate with that and what you see that I have is something that you also want and desire, then I am so grateful and honored to be able to have an opportunity to help you get there for yourself. So again, what you're getting, bonus 1 and 2, successful sex coach. Bonus number 2, the second one, discover your why. The Discover Your Why bonus is a 15-minute guided meditation that has a journal and guiding reflective prompts. It also has recorded mantras to solidify your new beliefs. This is something that I want for my clients and anyone who wants to do work in this field, to listen to this affirming language to keep you going and to keep you moving forward on your path. Here's the thing, whenever you work with Sex and Love Co., whenever you enroll into Sex Coach Prep School, we have a 30-day money-back guarantee. This is something that I'm really proud of. If you do the assignments and you are still not satisfied, all you have to do is show me your work within 30 days of enrolling and our class is getting started, and I will gladly give you a refund. So if you stick it through 30 days from course start, and from getting involved in the program, you do all of the assignments and it's still not leading you where you want to go, and you're not satisfied, you just let my team know. You'll get a refund. So just to recap here, Sex Coach Prep School is a $3,200 investment, or it's a $3,200 value in and of itself. The bonus 1 and 2 are $199 and then $49, which is a total value of $3,448. Now, that is not what the investment is for Sex Coach Prep School. I know some of you who are watching this are probably familiar with the last time we ran it and maybe have even seen some of the information floating around this time for Sex Coach Prep School and getting involved in enrolling. It is not a $3,448 investment. That is the value. The investment is $1,850. So we have payment options. $1,850 is easy one payment. We also have payment options and payment plans available so that it can be more accessible to some of you who need it. You can choose 3 payments of $667. And if you go to bit.ly/Sex Coach Prep School, you can see some more information plus some of the other payment plans that are available to you. So as soon as you go to that particular link that I just showed you, fill in your details, prep school. Let's say you choose a 3 payment plan, you put in your details. Then you'll immediately be prompted to log into the course. You'll see the roadmap of where we are all going together. You will see the breakdown week by week of what we're going to be digging into so you have an idea. You will be prompted to join the members area, which we keep our communication and our community area on Facebook. So you'll be prompted to join the Facebook group. And then you will have access to Sex and Love Academy, which is the foundational program for our sex education. Yes, you will have live coaching, but you will also have these modules that are incredible reference points that even when you are beyond Sex Coach Prep School, you are able to refer to the Sex and Love Academy core curriculum. So if someone you are working with is challenged by a thing that you're not so sure of or you don't have resources for, you can go back to Sex and Love Academy, pull some information from there, and deliver that to your client. So again, you can choose which payment plan you would like. And in order to enroll, you can go to the bit.ly link here, Sex Coach Prep School. Remember your why, my loves. Remember why you're here. One of you, some of you, a few of you resonated maybe with this one. You've always wanted to become a sex coach, but you have no idea where to start. Sex Coach Prep School is a great place to start, if I may say so myself. You desire to become a coach, but you need some accountability and direction. I have not experienced a container quite like our prep school crew where everyone is showing up, showcasing their developments in their branding, showcasing the developments in their sex education. They're celebrating each other and their coaching and achievements and ticking the boxes. And there's something so beautiful doing this in a community space and being held accountable with direction. Game changer. It's something that it wasn't available whenever I got started. And then some of you are feeling really connected to, you're ready to feel confident as a coach and you're ready to begin accepting paying clients now. I'm going to help you in prep school feel in integrity, feel in alignment, and feel deeply connected to your purpose and your why, so that when you say, this is what my offer is, this is what my service is, and this is how much it is, you can say it with an open heart, an open chest, free flowing through that throat chakra, and ready to receive your clients and make some changes in their world. And then of course that ripple effect going way out into the rest of the world, spreading sex positivity and cheer all around, while you also revel in what your creation is, your brand, your life, your business, and the abundance that comes with it. So if you're afraid that you're not ready, this is Terry. I loved having her in the last cohort. She said, Alexa and Bryn are awesome at what they do. They help me step out of my comfort zone. I did not know what to expect when I signed up. The first couple of weeks, I thought, I do not belong here. Without me even saying anything, they addressed those of us who felt this way. I did belong here, and I'm so glad I kept going. I love the breakout rooms to help implement what we are learning. They are always so eager to answer questions and help us get unstuck through asking good questions. They helped me work through the challenges. I have already recommended this program to others and will continue to do so. Again, thank you so much for all that you do. My confidence to help others has greatly increased through this journey. EXO, Terry. Or maybe you're afraid that you won't get enough value. This is Janaea. Now, I did mention Carrie earlier in the masterclass. This is Janaea. Both of them are New Zealand, Australia time zones. So for those of you who are wondering, when will the times of the courses and the modules and the live calls and all of that happen? All of that information is on the link, which I'm going to show you that in just a moment. And so I just want to paint a picture for you that people from all over the world are participating in prep school. So Janaea said, I did a course of Alexa's for one thing and walked away with so much more than I could have imagined. I learned skills that will help me in all of my businesses for years to come, and I got so much unexpected value. That warms my heart. Her internal encyclopedia of knowledge and authenticity is undeniable for anyone who has ever seen her show up online, let alone have the ability to work with her. That gives me feels. What we have been able to create in Sex Coach Prep School is nothing short of incredible. And it would be an absolute honor and a joy to have you come into our fold, to take a chance on you and a grander, bigger, broader, better, more expansive, more orgasmic life and business. So to enroll in the next cohort of Sex Coach Prep School and to become the sex and love coach that everyone wants to work with in just 12 weeks, you can enroll at bit.ly/sex coach prep school. My loves, I hope that this masterclass was so valuable to you. I hope that you are walking away with even a little bit more confidence, as we've been talking about, in your decision for your life path. And whether you join Sex Coach Prep School or this is just the one tiny step in that direction, just know that my team and I are here. We are available. We are accessible. We love you. And for those of you who are going to join Sex Coach Prep School, we can't fucking wait to change your life and also to help you change the lives of so many people that you will be coming in contact with. I'll see you next time.